We stumble and fall. We recover and achieve. We understand, and then again we believe. The streets of our minds are littered with the tales of the ever-changing seasons. These seasons teach us the humbling lesson of solitude for an unseen future. They can expose us to our own heartbreak and despair and surround us with the opportunities of growth and success. The question is, can we wait long enough for the fog to settle and reveal the progress of a once planted seed? There will always be times when we feel our efforts aren't reaping the rewards we seek, that the darkness and anger will consume this part of our journey. This particular season is filled with seemingly uncontrollable emotions, and our current state won't allow us a glimpse of what's waiting on the other side. It feels like we're grasping at faded beliefs. This crippling season of anger remains to be the most difficult for me. These seasons test our patience, but if interpreted correctly, will reward us with a timely result built from a preconceived conclusion. The inability to reason with this reality brings us to the season of sadness. This season is progress tangled in the fears of regret, struggling to break free. This is a time to nurture and protect against the solitude of our journey. We're moving beyond the darkness and will soon develop the strength to expose the waiting light. When we float beyond the misbeliefs of our faded past experiences, we can shake the weight of despair that hangs over us. Then we can find the truth that lies beyond these moments of change. The truth that peace provides us with the gradual momentum that leads us closer to the final season, the season of growth. Growth opens the door to opportunity. It reaps the fruit of that once planted seed and equips us with the power of purpose to take on the next season that comes, whatever it may be. But as the winter ends and the spring begins, a new opportunity will always follow. How will we choose to perceive it? And what will we desire to learn from it? To truly achieve a future we desire, we need to master the seasons of life. There's a great quote that says, "Change with the seasons of life. Don't try to stretch a season into a lifetime." Embrace the change. Learn from the lessons provided through each season. Don't just get lost in one and fail to realize that there's always another season waiting to present you with the guidance to move forward. These roads are paved with the lessons of endless growth that carve beauty into a driven soul. From the awareness of one's mind back down to a playful heart, held in an open hand, humility will lead us to learn from the lessons placed before us. An open mind holds the innovation closer to the ideas painted on a blank canvas. The heart pumps endless energy through the veins of life, and the hand provides the needed action to create future momentum. As we shed the heavy weight of fear and let love be the lesson that drives change. I'll approach every situation in life with one simple question. What is this moment trying to teach me? What is the underlying truth the bigger picture is revealing for me. Every lesson is a chance to learn and create beautiful change hidden in forward progress. Don't fall into the idea that each moment creates an inevitable outcome. We choose the outcome of each moment by the understanding that our thoughts and actions provide the response that turns the page from one lesson to the next. From the head to the heart to the hands, the mind will drive momentum to love, which delivers the actions that lead us through the lessons of life. With the belief that we are part of something bigger than just where our feet are planted in the moment. Move one foot forward with the openness to smile at struggle and embrace the energy that love can provide to a willing mind. An uncontrollable thought, buried in a place of deep solitude, trapped in an endless loop. We'll never curb the repetition of these blinding beliefs without an abrupt clarity of a productive shift. Unconscious bias lead to unforeseeable actions, and without the conscious ability to release empathy and awareness, change will always be the drifting objects we find ourselves grasping at. The way we think holds the character of who we are, but is that character being misdirected at times? I heard a story a few weeks back. There was a father that walked over to his children drawing pictures on a sheet of paper. As he looked down, he saw that the characters that they were drawing were all colored in with light skin. The father then asked why they always drew their characters in with light skin, and why not draw the characters so they looked more like them. The child wasn't 100% sure why, so they began to color the characters in with a darker shade of brown so they better represented themselves. As the father looked over their shoulder again, the young child finally realized the reason why they filled in the character with the lighter color. It was because when they drew with pencil and filled in the character with the darker shade of brown, they could no longer see the details the pencil provided. The child then looked up at his father and said, "Maybe this is a metaphor of how we look at things. We only see what's on the surface and fail to take the time to see the underlying details." Is our conscious mind eliminating the details shaded by our reality? Emerson said, "The power that lies within you is new in nature." Change should be the power we seek, and the passion to become better is new in nature. Don't let unconscious moments pass without a balance of perspective. To drive change, we have to become the change we're looking for. Our own limitless possibilities inspire hope in humanity and unite the community that follows. Play to your weaknesses and breathe conscious awareness into an unconscious world.
It's not what you say, it's what you do that makes me want to move.
It's that moment when gravity pulls us in a new direction, and we start seeing life as more than just a limiting belief. We see it as a realized dream, waiting for our undivided attention to set it free. Can we listen to the message delivered? Can we embrace awareness enough to pull possibility closer? If so, we just might be able to ignite the courage needed to see our life's purpose take shape. Why was I waiting so long to embrace the whispering words of encouragement over the years? And why was I so worried about what others may think, when being different has always proven to set us on a course of endless possibility? It might be time to start thinking about putting my life in the driver's seat of needed momentum. These dreams that gravity has been tugging at our shirt sleeves about are filled with the people we love, the places we care to visit, and the fulfilling desire that we may never forget. It brings us back to that moment of focused intention, placed behind the actions that open the heart to creativity. This is when everything begins to gravitate to a place of peace, a place of endless love, and we stop forcing change. We begin to trust that the pieces placed in front of us will develop into something incredible, even if we can't see it just yet.
And I don't wanna wait any longer.
Align the mind and heart in a way that lets the soul present itself with a true focus of innovation. I've come to realize that if I can separate myself from the smallest distractions, I begin to shift my attention towards the needed transformation. When the building blocks of change are neatly stacked over time, our long-awaited dreams start presenting the small wins that lead up to big things. A narrow light shined on the inner workings of our soul will release a small piece of heavenly desire, and our life will start coming towards us in a way that we may never have dreamed of.
To live today, and I know I will get stronger every day.